What's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of Narik's channel. Thank you for joining us for another edition of MademB and Narik Reviews. And in this one, me and MademB are going to be reviewing Pretty Little Liars.
Yay! Finally!
I'm really proud about that one. That was awesome. But anyways, guys, we're going to be reviewing Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
One of the most frustrating series I've ever seen. But since this is someone, MademB has been more faithful to the series than I have. I've seen probably about what would you say, about 70% of it? No,
Maybe.
probably about 60. About 60% of it.
I guess. From what I tell you, so.
Okay, so I'm knowledgeable enough to know kind of what's going on, but not really.
Yeah.
All right then. So without further ado, you want to take it away?
Okay. Well, as you all know, or who have watched Pretty Little Liars, it is based on. Well, it's actually based on a book made into a TV show. It's set in Rosewood, Pennsylvania. It follows 5 girls: Spencer, Allison, Aria, Hannah, Emily, and somewhere along the lines.
I think it's more 4 because it's mainly them most of the time.
Well, yeah, but
It's about it's about Allison, but it's over. It surrounds them 3 and those 4.
Is about Allison.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let me shut up.
Yeah. So Allison goes missing. I guess the town didn't know how to handle it, something like that. So, I'm sorry, I got dry throat.
Now, keep telling, quit reading off of that.
No.
You know. Just go ahead and look into my eyes.
Stop.
See? Uh-huh. Yeah, you want me to help you out?
Go ahead.
Pretty Little Liars is about this, right, she was saying, it surrounds this disappearance of this one girl. And it's mainly about these 4 her 4 friends who's dealing with the disappearance. And then there's this cat named A that basically messes with them. Talking about some, they want to, he or she wants to basically dish out their secrets if they don't jump when he says jump and all that. And they're trying to figure out who the hell A is.
But the thing is, they said he's gonna dish out the secrets, right? What secrets did they have before all this started?
They didn't have any. The whole series, they ain't started having secrets until they started doing stuff with this idiot because of this idiot. It's like, wait a minute, you forcing me to rob a bank and then don't blackmail me because I robbed a bank? It's like, what the hell?
Right. I have a little video camera. I'll send this out to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So.
You was in there brushing your hair. You're like, what the hell, really?
Well, it is to me it was a frustrating series, and it took me a while to get through it because I had to literally stop and okay, I can't watch this for a while. But and then what I did watch of it, and I finally finished it. It has some good and bad points about it. Some of it made sense, and some of it didn't to me. Some of it still don't make sense. It's like maybe they should have stopped. Maybe at a season 5 is what I think.
7 seasons, right?
Yeah, it's 7 frustrating seasons to me.
I say should have started at the first one. All right, let's talk about the story. What did you think about the overall story?
How many stories were there is the question.
I mean, the overarching story is they're trying to
find A.
Yeah, trying to figure out who A is, and of course there are numerous subplots. Which I will give a show like this credit. There was a lot of subplots. Some were interesting, and some were done better than others. And yeah, I need to get some grease on this thing. I need to put some water down here. But it's just a lot. Okay, the overall story I think was really interesting, and it being a crime thriller, it does a good job of gradually opening up, unfolding. You know, the different plot twists and stuff. The problem with some of that is, like, it's an interesting story, but after a while, it did get pretty predictable.
Yeah, very predictable. Now, and I gotta say this because it's true. I kept watching it because they leave after every either season or episode or every two episodes. They leave a little something that makes you want to go on and watch more, which is what I did after I got back into it. And so, when I got to the end, yeah, it was predictable, all of it. After what maybe the second season, because you knew what was going to happen already. I guess they just kind of had to let it drag.
The problem is a lot of the things that they did was it focused on, like, we'll go ahead and get into a little bit of the characters. Like Arya, instead of developing her story, they introduced all these other characters that could have had her story. Because if you think about Arya, is the one character's story just consistent the whole time. Right. So it never changed. Yeah, stuff happened in it, but it's like, really? No, it's like, let's move it on. It's like I said, it's an interesting story. This guy's whose A is just messing with these girls, and they're trying to figure out who it is. Okay, that's a good story, but it's like the motivation was like there's nothing. It was a compelling story because there's literally always something. Every time you figure something out, there's always something behind it. Right. Nothing can just be settled.
Right. You just keep getting like, take this off, take that off, take that off.
Yeah.
You don't run out of.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing about it. It's like, because not only is their story being told, there's all these other stories that's being told concerning other characters, concerning Rosewood itself. So it's the story itself has a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of layers. A lot of it is like feels unnecessary. A lot of it is repetitive. A lot of it is left field.
Like just hit you like right in the face. Like, bam, there it is.
And then a lot of stories. There were some pretty interesting stories. Like one of my like the whole aspect of this kind of like Ian's character. Cause they try to, and then they kept doing that thing where it's like, okay, this person's the bad guy. This is A, and then they be like, nope. They keep you guessing. Yeah. They keep you guessing. They can have it dead to rights on this person is A, and then it's just the next episode, it's like it's not A. So I'm like, this guy that's sitting here watching them, you actually see the sequence. He dusting up, him putting blood everywhere, and all of this, and him actually killing a person, and that's not A.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the hell?
Yeah. It was a lot of that.
A lot of it. You're like, gosh, it can come off as convoluted, but it is interesting to watch. And by the time things are resolved, by the fifth season when everything got was it the fifth season when they got resolved the first time, or was it the sixth season?
And then it was 5 years later.
Yeah.
That was the sixth season.
Okay, yeah. By the sixth season when things get resolved, you're like, okay, it has a satisfying conclusion. Like I was like, okay, it concluded, and it actually kind of made sense, but it was still stupid. Yeah. I mean, the whole idea of the series is dumb as hell.
Yeah,
it's stupid. And this clearly something made for teenagers, so don't let your kids watch it.
Right, you'll be very surprised that if those who hadn't watched it, what they will allow on that TV show. How much.
And then I think the seventh season was kind of like it was an interesting idea, but it's like you could have took that and let that been the ending and let that been the first conclusion. It's like they put two endings in it, and the seventh season they really shouldn't have had it all.
Right.
They really shouldn't have had it all. Okay, talk about the characters. Frustrating as little whores. I'm sorry, that's what they were, sluts. Could not. First season I liked them. I hated Arya from the jump. I don't like her character. Just a dumbass. And then Hannah I like Hannah, but then Hannah became a dumbass too. And each one of them has this like quirk that's like nerve shattering.
Yeah.
Hannah's an airhead at times. Arya's just a slut. What's that girl name?
Emily.
Emily's just a gullible. And Spencer, she's a slut too. No, she's a stupid slut and what if I said my favorite characters was Mona,
Paige.
Toby.
I don't know because you forget him just like that because he didn't stay in there long.
No. The other guy.
What other guy?
The one that liked her, and then he was like, you know what? You don't like me? Screw it.
Lucas.
Yes, Lucas, and Spencer's mom, and Emily's mom. Like they're like those
the
are my
other
favorite.
one's Paige, and they come on later on, but it's like they have this instant likeness about them. Like, okay, good character, stuff like that, and they just keep bringing more and more, and then just pulling them out. So
And the main four are decent characters. I give them to them. They're well rounded. There are moments where they're fun. There are moments where they try to be strong. There are moments where they're vulnerable. Majority of the time, they're all fucking idiots. They're doing literally. Not only are they fucking idiots, they're fucking idiots. But but the thing about it, they're so frustrating. I'm like, look, we can understand you are in these precarious positions and stuff, but it's like they make literally the dumbest decisions. Now you can make an argument, yeah, it's because they're young. But some of the decisions that they do is just stupid. Like if you're watching a horror movie, you're like, yeah, that person is going to die. And if they don't die, you're like, that's poor writing.
Right.
That's poor writing. But which one of the girls is actually your favorite?
Ooh, I gotta pick one of them.
Yeah, I mean, you can go. You know what? Screw them. Okay, which one of the characters is your favorite?
Well, you know what? To be honest, I'm gonna say Spencer, because it's like, there were times when she was, I guess you could say maybe the strongest one. But look, when it wasn't time to be strong, yeah, they should have went maybe to the police or whatever, to their parents. But or I don't know, something about her that it was
Toby.
Right.
Toby is the only redeeming quality to that character. He's the only reason why I like Toby, because everybody thought he was the killer, and they messed with him. What was that one moment I was like, I like his character.
Yeah.
And that's when everybody was fucking with this dude, making his life like a miserable hell. And then you see one scene where he just pulls off into an alley, and Emily watches it, why I kind of liked Emily too. She kind of sees him, goes off into this alley, and he just starts crying. And I was like, dude, that's a nice character. And then you see that he wasn't responsible for it.
Right.
So it's like, he was a nice character. I kind of like Jenna too, but Jenna started kind of, like, she was like
Jenna kept veering off and on.
That's why.
On even more than off.
Like, they never were really consistent with her character. Like, okay, she was blind, whatever. So I kind of felt sorry for her, and all this animosity that she had towards the girls, I felt sorry for her. Mm-hmm. And then turns out she was all in this blackmail and all this crazy stuff. Right, she was
the friend of the friend of the friend of the friend who knew A.
Like, it was
A's friend.
Like, Mona was my favorite character. I like her. She did some stupid stuff here and there, but if it wasn't for her, like, they wouldn't have made it to the end of the series. I mean, probably because they tried to say that she was A, which I don't believe that either. I don't believe that either.
She was just kind of loony, but it was alright.
But she was just a cool character. That's why I liked her, and she kind of played that good role of kind of like an antagonist, like the anti-hero, anti-villain type. But I really enjoyed her character as well. Most of the characters in the series are pretty forgettable. And I told you, the one character I can't stand next to Arya is Ezra. Can't stand neither one of them.
You have your thing about Ezra.
Okay, guys. Arya is basically boning her teacher. And basically everybody at this point should know. And it's like, why this guy's not in jail? Right. But the characters, They're okay. They're okay. There are some good characters. There are some memorable characters. I didn't like Maya, so when she died, I didn't give a damn. You got me all talking and stuff. Don't go ahead and throw some salt into it.
Throw some salt.
I don't know.
Like what?
I don't know. And the performances and stuff were good. Can't
Yeah.
I can't dispute that. It's a good performances. I've seen a couple of actors and actresses that I hadn't seen in a while. Uh,
Like.
Piper, she was in there, and she was literally one of the dumbest, most frustrating characters. I wanted Cole to just appear and to zap her ass in the hell.
Cole?
Yeah.
Or Leo?
No, Leo was the good guy. Cole was the bad one. Cole was the awesome bad guy. He was cool. I wanted somebody to slap some sense at her. I've never seen it. She was like more frustrated than the girls were.
Yeah, it was a lot. I could not like her character because it was okay for her daughter to date her teacher.
And then like all this, she kept doing stupid stuff, like saying stupid stuff, making dumb decisions. She was the parent that you don't want your kids to be around because you tell your parent you can't get no ice cream before dinner, and then she'll let her kids get ice cream before dinner, and then your kids be like, well, her mom do it, and I'm like, I don't care. I hope Cole come and zap her in the hell. So I ain't got no. The characters okay. They were okay. The casting was actually pretty good, and the performances were good.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna skip past the visuals and the score and all that, but we can go straight to the writing.
Oh gosh, the writing.
The writing is atrocious. It is atrocious. Not as far as complexity to the story and how they managed to just put all of these pieces into it. For the most part, it worked. It was work. Then there are some parts you'd be like, how did that person get to New York from California in 30 minutes? Like stuff like that.
It went from being like I wouldn't say a teen drama, a drama with teens in it.
Yeah, but it is a teen drama. But it ain't
no,
only a teen drama.
It shouldn't have been. If they wanted it, shouldn't with the timeline and their age. That was too much for a teen drama.
Yeah, and she said that ever since we started watching, like all the stuff that the girls were doing, they should not have access to all of that stuff.
Right.
They were sitting here building facilities and hacking and having all of this futuristic shit. It was Mission Impossible 3.
It was just too much. And for them to do that is like, okay, maybe if they would have been in college.
Makes more sense.
I mean, come on. You got girls paying off mafia hitmen. Really?
Yeah, it's totally implausible, this show. Like the stuff that they intimidate grown folks, and it's like they intimidate killers, and I'm like, they could kill you. What are you talking about?
What the supernatural part? Did you see any of that?
You told me some of it, but that's like some of the stuff I missed.
Hannah's mom saw somebody that looked like Allison, was a little girl. I guess she was supposed to be Allison. Go up to the room. Then when she got up to the room, the girl wasn't there. I'm like, what did they just do? And then it kept getting a little bit more supernatural. Then they tried to veer it off into another series, Ravenswood. That didn't work, so they had to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I really didn't like the supernatural in it. If you just wanted to, maybe should do something else up in there.
And like you said, I don't think that the show should have been as long as it ran. It should have been maybe 4 seasons. And they could have took out half of all of that crap.
And the episodes should have been, maybe 10 episodes?
No, I mean, like, they had the number of episodes right. Like, but all of that extra stuff that they had should have just been crunched down into 4 seasons. 4 really good seasons. Kind of like Two Doors.
Yes.
Because, like I said, a lot of the stuff, it was repeated. And then it got so predictable. I wasn't even watching it half the time.
Right, he wasn't.
And I would go up in there and be like, who's that character? And you'd be like, well, this guy named Jimmy. And then I'm like, Jimmy is going to fall in love with old girl. And what happened? Jimmy up there started liking one of them. Then the girl. And then, like the way that the show is written is stupid. It was one of the things we said. Every time they introduced a new character, the character was single.
Right.
Every single time,
Single.
except for one. And they were getting a divorce.
And you know how what they did with Emily's character after she, came out. Every girl she met was a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about every girl. She couldn't have been the one girl, like you said, was married, but still a lesbian. She was getting a divorce. They were separated. I'm like, okay, so everyone that comes into Emily's life is gonna fall in love with her.
It was like always an instant attraction. The only one that didn't do it, which is another reason I like the character, was Paige. Because Paige couldn't stand her ass at first.
Right. Paige tried to drown her ass.
Yeah. I was like, damn, this girl's extreme. That's what I'm talking about. But every other chick that this girl met, and you knew she was gonna like her, or they was gonna have some type of a moment, and then the series does this thing where they can't seriously do relationships right. Mm-hmm. Every one of the girls has a relationship that extends whatever that with that character. It extends the entire series, despite the ups and downs, which doesn't make any sense because the only one that's believable out of all of them was Toby and Spencer. Even though Spencer did some of the dumbest shit. Like, I wish she'd have got shot. And I think she did.
I think she,
I was like, she should have got killed for some of that stuff. But I'm like, your character is so stupid. I'm like, Toby, dude.
I mean, because I could actually, see the attraction between them. They got it.
And it built.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things it built. The rest of them, like, Hannah started liking Caleb. Like, right off the bat.
Right. And even though he was living in the school.
Yes, like that doesn't make any sense.
She was like, no, you don't have to stay in the school. Come stay with me. My mom won't mind.
Yeah, like what mom would say, yeah, this homeless dude come stay with us. Come on, really? And then the whole Arya Ezra thing. There's no way in hell Ezra should not have been with the prison. Not only should he not been went to prison, he should have been discredited and lost his teaching license. There's no reason. No way in the hell that dude went 6 damn seasons. I mean, yes, at one point it was like he did, but it's like he got it right back. I said, what was the point of him not doing it? Right. Then? That was stupid.
But even though when he lost his job, it's like he was still trying to put out books and stuff. Like, no, don't nobody know this, and then you dating your student.
And even with like his ex got jealous of Arya, and it's like, why the ex didn't just snitch on him?
Right. Which one?
The teacher.
Yeah, the teacher.
Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then this dude was such a dick, and the problem is he would have been a likable character if it wasn't for that, because he was a decent guy.
And would have been just. If he hadn't really fallen in love with Arya and just been trying to use them to get his book written.
No, it would have made more sense if maybe the first season there was something between them, but then after that, he said, you know what? I don't want to fuck up your life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lose my teaching license. This isn't right. And then let it go. Then he could have still been a character in the series, but you'd have been like, okay, he's not a dick.
Okay.
And then he let her sit there and talk him into getting back in them. And I'm like, how's this little whore talking you, a grown ass man, into this? And then she's stupid because, like, she's not even thinking about him. And I'm like, okay, you're grown enough to know that if y'all get caught, he's going to jail. And not only is he going to jail, he's going to go to jail for a long time, and it's going to ruin his life. And somehow the series managed to
skirt around
every single one.
Skirt around all of the red tape.
Yeah.
It was, I'm talking about parents gave it their blessing. Like, they did not give a shit.
And the only parent that I liked was the dad. Arya's dad. And that was because he was going to, and I loved her brother when she knocked his ass out. I was loving that. But I was like, he let the stupid ass wife talk him out of calling the cops on this guy,
Mm-hmm.
which I didn't like that. And it because that became the issue that they broke up, that they stopped, that she left the house. And I'm like, sorry, not only is you trying to ruin this guy's life, you don't give a damn that actually ruins your parents' relationship.
Right. It's been
And
better off with that other dude if they hadn't made him a dick.
and I'm gonna tell you this. Look, the dad got to be it with the mom because she got some good nook because she ain't got no brains at all. Now, and we're gonna address what you said about the dudes.
Mm-hmm.
All of the men in the series, save for maybe 3, were like straight up assholes. Like, if you one of them women that's following and you're like on an extreme level,
right?
This is a show for you because a lot of the dudes on here are total dicks and they do get their comeuppance and everything. It's like, and then their hidden past is always like they should be in prison for like a long time.
Right.
It's like, man, I used to eat little baby. And I'm like, he's like, really? Like, who in the hell wrote this shit?
And then A knows about it before anybody. A knows about it. It's like, well, if you don't do this and do this, I'm gonna out everybody that used to eat babies.
Yeah. And like, I'm gonna out you to eat babies too. And then you be like, I don't eat no babies. Then they have some picture of you kissing a baby, but you got stumped on the toes. Like, and you like, what the hell? I want to eat the baby. I wasn't eating it. No, I stumped my toe. But I just don't fall out the chair. You're like, what? It just the series is just like the writing is stupid. Now I can understand if the girls, because A's motivations are every there's multiple A's.
Yeah.
Every A's motivation is stupid, just dumb as hell.
Right.
Like there's no reason they should do that. Like not only it's like something's wrong with these people. Like.
Right. Like I remember when you tripped me as a little girl and I busted my lip. So when I get how old were they when it started? 15.
When I get that was when I was 12, but since I'm 13, I'm coming after you. I'm like, what the hell? Right. Like, grow the hell up. Like, okay, Mona was I can understand Mona doing it, but my problem was she shouldn't have did it to them. She should have did it to Allison. Because her whole thing was, I hate Allison. This war's against Allison. But I'm like, so why are you doing it against these 4 girls? They didn't do nothing. I mean, yeah, you could say, you could say
you found out her reason.
What?
I mean, she knew Allison wasn't dead. So, so she wanted to do all of that so she could be popular and stuff like that. But then, hold on, it got to where
why she was messing with the 4 girls. That's the point. I don't understand. Just like I don't understand why. Like I don't understand why any of the A's were messing with the girls. That's the point.
Because it all circled back to Allison.
But it's like, because remember they were talking about they were talking about A was trying to kill him, but it was actually A wanted to get rid of Allison. But then they end up finding out that A wasn't trying to kill Allison. But I was like, well, wait a minute. So why are you trying to fuck with these girls? What is the point of you messing with these girls? I want somebody in the damn comment section to tell me why the hell any of these A's will mess with these girls. Because I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense. When Allison came back, they were talking about A was trying to kill Allison, but A was still messing with the girls. If A wanted to kill Allison, A would have killed Allison.
Right.
Jesus.
And it seems like when Allison first revealed herself to the girls, it was like everywhere they went or they tried to go to see Allison, A was there. Why she just didn't kill Allison then? Yeah,
they could have dropped. A got all of this access to all of this technology.
But then it turned out, well, A really wasn't trying to kill Allison because A was her sister. That was the first A, wasn't it?
That was like the third A.
No, it was Mona, and then
who was the one in the red hood?
That was Cece. That was Allison's sister.
Anyways, I'm done.
Yeah, frustrating.
And what was one of the things that you said? A lot every single time that they was inside a house, all the windows was up in the
Mhm.
middle of the freaking night.
Yeah.
All of the windows literally up. A knows whatever they're doing. Because I don't understand that whole thing where Ezra was sitting there spying on them.
Right.
I
Oh,
don't understand.
everybody forgave him.
Like, I don't
Like
understand that
it
crap.
didn't even happen.
I don't understand that crap. Jesus. Ugh. Eh.
Anyway, we can't, like, all in all of this review, just talk about all the bad things. Yes, there are a lot of bad things, but the series did have some good, memorable points. One for me was when Spencer found out that Toby had a black hood and that he might be A. And it really touched me because when she went there, it was Mona inside, and she was just banging on the door, and telling Toby to let her in, and I was like, but Toby wasn't there because Toby was like, you know, you could feel her hurt. That was one of the good moments for me. It's something to always do with them though.
She, the series actually seems like it focuses on her family more. The whole Dolorentes and her family the most. Whatever. But it seems like it focuses on them the most.
Yeah, because in the end, what did it turn out to be? Included her family and ours.
So, yeah. But, anyways, enough of me ranting. Um, Pretty Little Liars is probably one of the most frustrating little shits you would ever spend your time watching, especially if you're someone that appreciates good content. There are some good characters. Majority of them are dumb, stupid, forgettable, and just poorly written. Only used as plot devices with no depth whatsoever. But like I said, there are some good characters. The main four are annoying as hell, but they're likable. They do have their moments, and they do a great job with the chemistry between the characters, especially all the stuff that they deal with and all the stuff that they've been through. The casting and performances are actually really good. The story is an interesting story. Probably not the best story, but it's an interesting story, and it does a great job of gradually unraveling itself, despite the many predictable points and despite the repetitiveness of it. And a lot of the storylines that should end drag. But but you know what I'm saying, it's a good show. Like, I would seriously give it 3 out of 5.
Okay. Um. Oh God, 7 seasons, 3 and 4 quarters. Okay, 4 out of 5.
He better than me. But anyways, anything else you want to follow up with?
Nope, just stay tuned to more videos. We got a little thing centered around PLL tonight, so that's it.
Who?
I said PLL.
What is that?
Pretty Little Liars.
Oh,
Wow.
I thought you were talking about plenty of fish. I was like, what is he talking about?
Oh,
But anyways, guys, in the comment section below, let us know what are your thoughts about the television series Pretty Little Liars. Who are your favorite characters? What's your favorite season? What are your favorite storylines? And also, which one of your better boats? What's it called? But when you put their names together, like Stoby.
Oh, Spoby.
Spoby, yeah. Like, what are your favorite boats or ships, whatever it's called? But anyways, be sure to hit that like, share, subscribe, and that notification button to get the best of what's going on this channel. And we'll catch you guys later.